see the adjustments. Nimar, nice feet inside, and Siakam with the first points. And I guess talking about the points, it was the highest scoring conference final game that combined two teams in 37 years, 261 points. Of course, they did need the extra 5 minutes in the overtime. Holiday, nice inside, but decent. And Holiday comes up with it. Jaylen Brown a three. Instead of few important threes into these playoffs, Boston Celtics are so good on offensive rebounding and relocating, finding shooters. It's a great time to shoot a relocation three. Meanwhile, Siakam off to another good start. We've been on a quite to tear. White three-pointer misses. Remember, of course, in game one, the Celtics jumped out to a 12-0 lead. It was a huge roundhouse to start. And Siakam lost it.
But that's the matchup to keep an eye on, Mike. They clearly have made the switch. Horford is going to start on Pascal Siakam. Can he bury the three here? JJ, I'm curious now. The calm shot making of Pascal, that is fascinating.
Halliburton up top, Turner been shooting the three ball so well in the playoffs. Misses that one. Derek White looks to come the other way. Versus Celtics, one of the great defensive teams in the NBA, number 2 in defensive rating. But Joe Mazzulla has whistle and a foul. Joe Mazzulla has such respect for this Indiana offense, Doris.
Mike, because of the constant player movement and ball movement, you've got to be locked in for the full 24. If you're guarding the ball and they give it up, you cannot lose your focus. You've got a high level of communication that's required. And what do you think of this switch by the Boston Celtics, putting Pascal matchup with Al Horford?
Well, I look at it this way. Miles Turner really hurt them in game one, particularly in that first half. And he did a nice job of mixing in popping on pick and rolls and rolling to the basket. He had a couple baskets there in the second quarter at the rim. So if Jaylen Brown is on him, now you can sort of switch everything.
So some changes here early to start game two. Brown was talking about the Pacer offense. He said it's one thing to watch them on film, it's a person between the pace that Indiana plays with and the ball movement, because they were flying by us.
I mean, the challenge with Indiana is it's not necessarily just that they play fast, they make fast decisions. So you have to guard multiple actions. You lose a guy for 1 second, he gets an open three or a basket. That's how they play.
But also from a couple of players, Neesmith and Brown going after it. It's going to be Indiana ball. They're going to do 14 on the shot clock. Neesmith, who continues his stellar defensive work throughout these playoffs. Here's Halliburton. 6 on the 24. Halliburton finds some room, kicks it out. Nimar, good luck for three. Down still, Pacer ball. Indiana's missed their first three from downtown.
And we fully expect these matchups that we're talking about to shift throughout the game. Boston sprinkled in a zone that was effective at times against Indiana.
White chasing Halliburton. Neesmith, nice fake, finds a spot. 2-point shot is good. Neesmith also in double figures. Besides that stellar defense, played very well against Jason Tatum in game one. Tatum did wind up with 36. Brown, step back, Turner, hands in the face. Brown comes up short, White on our offensive rebound. Horford goes right at Siakam and backs it home. Pacers look to push, even on the make. Turner wants it. He was down low. Tatum's on him. Halliburton back up top. Neesmith, the foul line jumper. He's got a couple of 2-pointers down.
Let's remember this young man started his career. He takes special relish in the fact that he wants to play well against his former team, but it should be given up quick.
Well, with both these teams on a made basket, you have to make a concerted effort to get back and at least try to set your defense.
Reach and foul on Brown. Of course, they're the two highest scoring teams in the NBA during the regular season.
And look, Aaron Neesmith, he's been so good throughout these playoffs. Indiana is going to pressure in the backcourt. This is something they've done in the last 2 series. Jaylen Brown with the backup here, and the Celtics are so judicious with this. The corner crash, they look for opportunities to create extra possessions. That time Al Horford, the beneficiary.
Well, one of the stats from the first game was the free throw attempts. Celtics had 30, Pacers had 10, and 7 of them came in the overtime. But that actually goes according to script of what these teams are. Boston gets to the free throw line a lot. Pacers down on the very bottom. Have not been a team that shoots a lot of free throws all season. Already had 8 lead changes and we haven't even played 4 minutes. Tatum, good looking jumper. Halliburton with step back 3-pointer, got it. Halliburton had 6 threes in game 1, 6 of 14, that's 25 points total.
And he's just so good at creating separation off the bounce to shoot that step back 3. And Doris, this is where they had a lot of success in game 1. That Halliburton-Holiday matchup, Drew had the most points he's had in any game this season.
So you saw what happened on the other end. Nembhard was given that assignment. So let's watch the separation you're talking about, JJ, because on these threes in this series, that footwork's getting him about 6 feet. That's target practice for that young man.
Pritchard's going to come in. Holiday will take a seat.
Times on that step back, that was not a travel.
Nembhard, catch, fire, and hit. You keep saying it every game. He is not afraid of the big lights. Nembhard is really impressed during this postseason. On the drive, Al Horford. Easy bucket there for Boston. Siakam was a good distributor as well. In addition to leading them in scoring and the rebounds and an offensive foul, it's going to go against Turner. And Jaylen Brown is shaken up. Tatum's also down. He wants him to look at it for more than just a common foul.
Watch the bottom of your screen. He and Turner. Just takes a little hip check there.
Well, first time out here in game 2. 5 minutes gone by.
Да.
Malone not behind the bar tonight. He's probably have tickets to the game as they played 5 minutes. Here's the play. Watch not only the elbow, but watch Neesmith, the right foot, inadvertently hits Brown in the back of the head. That's why he was holding his head. 1970, that's not a foul. 1990, it's a cheap foul. 2010, that's a hard foul. And it's a possible flagrant in today's NBA.
Does JJ know who Sam Malone is?
Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting how young he is.
He didn't know.
I have to explain this all the time.
Who?
You know who Sam Malone is? Be honest. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Based on the context of our cameraman showing Cheers, I'm guessing he was a bartender in the very famous sitcom Cheers. Although, pregame meeting with Rick Carlisle, I had no idea who Benny Hill was.
You have a lot to learn about television. It had nothing to do with sports. Indiana up by 1. DJ McConnell, Obi Toppin, Ben Shepard all in early for the Pacers. Halliburton. McConnell, foul line jumper, got it.
Wow, small pick and roll, and TJ is just so sound in that in-between area. 8 to 15 feet, look out.
Pritchard's also in. Luke Cornett for the Celtics. Nice sidestep. Tatum has a good look, can't get to the ball. And look at the hustle from Derek White. Come up with another offensive rebound for the Celtics. White, the floater, that misses. Halliburton up top to Turner. Turner kicks it out in the corner. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Turner barrels into Derek White. That's 2 on Turner.
Look, the stuff that Derek White doesn't show up in the box score. He's just standing in front of a 7-footer, rolling to the basket here, and he takes the charge. He's already got 2 offensive rebounds. He's got 3 assists. He's just a really good basketball player.
He's just got named All-NBA defense second team the other day for the second straight year. Drew Holiday joined him on the second team. White finds Tatum. Tatum finds Brown. Good look for 3. Cornett, offensive rebound. That's 5 offensive boards already from Boston. Pritchard gets in there. In the paint, jumper is good.
Very similar. Pritchard in wanting to get off a hard dribble into a nice spot. To McConnell, yeah.
Pritchard runs it down, but he stepped out of bounds. So the Pacers get it back. Second turnover for Boston. Both teams all season long in the playoffs have relied on their bench at various levels, depending on the game. Toppin is at a very good spot for the Pacers. Drives inside, the athleticism of Obi Toppin. And foul there on Shepard.
So Boston running their zone a little early. They waited to the second half to run zone the other night. And Obi Toppin, who has been spectacular off the bench for the Indiana Pacers, with a beautiful drive, takes the right angle on that finish in the basket.
Pritchard finds Tatum. Tatum, another good clean look. Nobody near him. Won't go down. Rebound, Brown. Double clutch, can't get it. Jackson played it well. And a loose ball foul on Brown. That's going to be 2 on Jaylen Brown. As Halliburton a little shaken up. That's what happened. So 2 fouls on Brown, 2 fouls on Turner. 2 key players. A couple of personals early. Halliburton's going to sit. Neesmith will come in.
And if you're the Pacers, you have to have better awareness on those corner crashes. This is something that, again, the Celtics are looking to do. That's the second time already they've gotten a long rebound crashing from the corner.
They've also gotten a couple buckets cutting along the baseline as well.
Toppin, McConnell. Hauser's also come on. TJ McConnell knocks down the 3. McConnell just 5 of 20 in the playoffs from 3-point range. And that puts Pacers up 6.
You can see the Celtics have no interest in guarding him because he usually has very little interest in shooting it. But you get that kind of space, and even though it takes him time to load to that shot, he's got all the time in the world.
Tatum goes backdoor, leans in, offensive foul. O'Connell steps in and draws the charge as Tatum picks up his first.
He's going to try to sidestep and avoid him.
And that looked like TJ McConnell was still moving there. And Doris, TJ is not a three-point shooter, but with that time and space, this is a guy, he shot over 40% in the regular season. Granted, he took less than one a game, but he can make that shot.
He's making everything else. Drives to the basket, shots in the paint. Neesmith, corner three-pointer. Cornette pulls down the rebound. Again, Cornette playing 40 important minutes until Kristaps Porzingis comes back from that calf injury. Pritchard knocks down the three. Just the second three-pointer as Rick Carlisle calling timeout.
The Pacers getting a boost from their bench as always with TJ McConnell, no be topping. But Peyton Pritchard with the early answer. Beautiful step back three.
All right, Catherine, you're going to have 30 seconds to make this trick shot. Are you ready? Okay, let's get set. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go, Celtics fans. Make some noise for Catherine. Let's go, Catherine. So close.
Money time.
Wow, come on over, Catherine. Congratulations. You just made that trick shot. You're going to go home tonight with some Celtics swag. Thanks for playing.
All-NBA third team, his first All-NBA honor that came out yesterday. Led the NBA in assists per game. McConnell. Halliburton comes right back to get it, knocks down the shot. He's only taken 2 shots so far, and both of them got in. Good defense from Shepard. Pritchard looking to get at the Holiday. There's the double team with Toppin. And the foul's going to go against T.J. McConnell. First on him.
Well, the mid-range has been important for Indiana. They are opportunistically taking it. And it's, again, we talk all the time about the Pacers' movement. Halliburton is just relentless with his movement.
And here they go again with the shooting percentage as Fournette throws it out. They're 10 of 15. They're shooting 67%. Last 3 games, 53%, 67 the record, and 54%. It's incredible against some pretty impressive defenses. How well they've shot the ball. McConnell. Back up top, Obi Toppin. Little fancy pass to Halliburton. Shot clock winding down. McConnell has to get it off. Does not get the bounce, and Hauser tips it. Here comes Tatum. Siakam reached in. Celtics want a transition take, but that was good defense in terms of looking to lean in and try to poke the ball away as Siakam picks up his first.
Well, Celtics get the stop. That was one of their better half-court defensive possessions. And looking to run. And look, I think Siakam made a play on the ball there, but you could certainly argue there was potentially a transition take foul.
That would be a free throw and then possession. Instead, Tatum will just take it out. We approach the 2-minute mark. Both teams a little sloppy with the ball. 5 turnovers each. That was a big problem for Indiana in game 1. Tatum goes inside. Blocked by Toppin. Obi Toppin with some defense. Shepard, corner 3. That won't go. Horford grabs it. Holiday leans in. Hauser coming through. Lays it up and in.
Well, Drew Holiday almost traveled there, and he jumped up in the air and really anticipated that cut from Hauser perfectly.
Toppin knocked out of his hands. Indiana will hold on. 13 on the shot clock. Joe Mazzulla wants a timeout.
And here's just that previous play. Sam Hauser over there in the slot. Perfectly timed slot cut. Drew finds him.
Let's watch Obi Toppin compete, because this was what he was maligned about. His defense and rebounding changed his attitude. He's been absolutely great.
And a challenge from Joe Mazzulla. They never announced whether or not it was a challenge. Maybe the officials misunderstood. We'll have to get a clarification there. McConnell weaves in and backs it home. Goes right at Pritchard. Pritchard racing up the floor. Brings a lot of that great energy off the bench. And shot making. Finding room, pulls up, back shot, can't get it, tips it. But McConnell right there. We're in the final minute. Pacers a 5-point lead. Halliburton hesitated and misses the freeze. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Can it get Jason Tatum going, Mike Breen? He's 1 for 6. Obviously, he's got the full attention of both Neesmith and now Toppin. And they're not just battling him.
Tatum up top. Holiday. Nobody near him. Three-pointer's good.
Nice job there from Tatum to drag that dribble out so that Halliburton had to stay a tad longer on that hedge. Leads to a wide open Drew Holiday 3.
Halliburton a little out of control that time. Ball knocked loose and stolen. 6 turnovers for the Pacers. Shot clock is turned off. No fouls to give for Indiana. And McConnell had touched the ball while his feet were out of bounds, so it's Boston ball.
So whenever Boston uses Halliburton's man as a screener, he's going to be in this hedge or shove. And honestly, that was soft. Got dragged out. Thought maybe it would have been a switch with Toppin. Some miscommunication there, Doris.
That's exactly right. At that point, when you see Tyrese that committed in that body position, get back. You've got to get back.
Halliburton sits. Nembhard back in. 5.8. Nembhard out there for the defense. Pritchard against McConnell. Drive, stops, pulls back, jump shot. In and out. Top on the rebound. And that will end the first quarter. Pacers shoot 58% from the field. They've got the lead after 1.
Tatakawat ang taas. Tapos, injured pa yun.
On our local communities.
Let's toss it down to the court to learn more about their business.
All right, Celtics fans, we are down here with representatives from Chi Nail Studio for tonight's small business of the game presented by Vistafriend. And I'd like you to join us for a jersey swap. Now, thanks to Chi Nail Studios and Vistafriend, everyone in section 323, row 9 will be going home with a gift card in support of tonight's small business. Congratulations. To use the Encore Boston Harbor, the official resort and casino of the Boston Celtics. Now we're going to spin the wheel, and wherever that wheel lands, you members in that section will take home a much better start tonight. What's been different?
Attention to detail. I feel like, to set the tone yesterday, they were really pressuring us and running faster than we were. And not a lot of teams do that. So the attention to detail, and especially on the defensive end and getting out and running, has been big.
What's the one thing that you really learned in game one that's still kind of in the back of your mind tonight?
Just the ball movement. Our ball movement is key. You got to get them moving side for side, because if you let them stand and switch, they're elite.
All right, thank you for your time. Mike?
All right, Lisa, ball movement led to 38 assists, but they don't get back defensively. And now Harper gets behind the defense and an easy bucket to tie it. Isaiah Jackson got Derek White on him. Jackson goes hard. Second effort, won't go. Almost had another one. Poked away. Siakam on Holiday. White, Brown, Hauser, and Horford out there. Again, now Horford gets inside. Missed the layup. The follow won't go, but he grabs another offensive rebound. Almost poked away. Hauser, corner three. In and out. Brown, an offensive rebound. Puts it up and in.
Two things have got to change. You see TJ throw his arms up. Too many offensive rebounds, too many turnovers. This building is electric.
Electric.
It's the NBA playoffs. It's presented by Google Pixel, JJ.
Well, we know the Pacers want to play fast, but you heard TJ McConnell with Lisa saying how surprised the Celtics at the Celtics speed with which they change ends. But Doris, it's really been the offensive rebounding that has stood out.
Miss Chippy, Al goes and gets it twice, and then you're going to see a corner crash. We've been talking about this all game, JJ. Opportunistically, that baseline has been effective for the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown, a putback.
So right now, 2-point lead for the Celtics. O'Shea Brissett has come into the game. Luke Cornett went back to the locker room earlier. We're looking over at the bench and has not returned again. No Kristaps Porzingis. Brissett has only played 5 games in 16 minutes so far in these playoffs, and comes up with a rebound. Played 55 games during the regular season. The former Pacers played 3 years in Indianapolis. Brown kicks it out. Good ball moving. White gets a clean look, 3-pointer. Shot's good. Everybody touched it on that possession.
And that starts with how dynamic Jaylen Brown is in transition. He created that entire play with that drive.
Neesmith gets inside. Ball poked away. It's going to be Celtic ball.
Jaylen Brown is one of the best transition players in the entire NBA. He's got Pascal Siakam on an island. You bring help, now you're in rotation, and the ball ends up with a guy who's shooting 43% from 3 in the playoffs.
They've scored the first 7 points here in the second quarter. Brown will bring it up. Brown picked up 2 quick fouls in the opening minutes.
And I like Brissett here, Mike. I think he's got speed to guard on the perimeter. He can be opportunistic offensive rebounding. I think this is a good series for him.
Brown foul. Shot will go. O'Connell picks up his second. So Brissett, 1 year with the Pacers, he started about 25 games, but he's come off the bench most of the time. His career high 1 year, he averaged just under 11 per game, shot 42% from 3. He was a solid player for the Indiana Pacers, and this is his first year, signed a 2-year free agent deal with the Celtics.
And that front court rotation obviously changed. We await the return of Kristaps Porzingis. There's been some reporting perhaps he comes back in Game 4. And Lisa Salters, what's the update on Kristaps?
Yeah, well, this is what we know, Doris. Still no timetable for his return. Joe Mazzola told reporters on Monday Porzingis still hasn't returned to practice yet, but he said he's working hard to get back, whether it's in the weight room or on the medical table. And Mazzola said that has not changed. The update is the same. He said Porzingis has been at practices, out there studying, watching film, but has yet to return to practice. And that's for reports that he might be on track to return during the series. Mazzola told us pregame he has no idea where that information is coming from, and that to his knowledge, there is still no timetable for Kristaps' return.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Turner gets it inside, turns, can't get it to go. JJ, where do they miss Porzingis most? Offensive end, or at the defensive end?
Well, he was brilliant at both ends this season, Mike. And I think to some degree you miss him on offense because of his ability to pick and pop against Turner and against smaller lineups that the Pacers can throw.
Brown punishes from downtown. His second three-pointer. Brown's got 14 points on the Celtics side of the lead. Siakam back in. Albert set to check back in. And reach and foul. Neesmith went across the lane and got hit.
Jaylen Brown is such a dynamic force on both ends of the floor. He had his best defensive season, but every year this guy has improved his skill set. A lot of conversation always about his left-hand drive. He was better there, but look at that form. I mean, he came in this league, and guys would not close to that three-point shot, but he loves the game. He's about improvement. I love the work he's put in and the results about it.
He did not make the All-NBA team, either first, second, or third after making it last year. Brissett comes up with a steal. And of all the players who didn't make it, he had a legitimate case, but you got to take somebody off as Brown misses that. Halliburton the rebound. Halliburton. Nembhard, quick release. That one in and out. Pacers dropped down to 44%. Alley-oop to Brown. Backs it in on a gorgeous feed from Holiday.
Jaylen Brown is so good at that. In that right corner, in transition, the back cut. He's already gotten 2 of those tonight.
Turner has White on him. White trying to poke it away, knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Turner. Pacers have not scored yet here in the second. We played 4 minutes. 14 straight points to begin the period for Boston.
Let's go.
Remember, the Pacers fell behind. If Brown gets inside, he's fouled. Pacers fell behind by 13 in the second half in game one and bounced back.
So watch Nembhard here in the early shift against Drew Holiday. Jaylen Brown gets behind. Beautiful pass from Drew Holiday. Again, this is a part of the Celtics offense, and Jaylen Brown does this as well as anyone.
Drew, his fifth assist. You always talk about lurking on the baseline. I feel like the Celtics have been lurking on the baseline.
Yes.
And here's since the last half minute of the first, 17 consecutive. Fouls on top in his first. We'll see the playoff drama unfold in the original series, Chasing History. Narrated by Jamal Crawford, giving an exclusive all-access look at the journey to a championship. 2 episodes dropping all postseason. Watch Chasing History now on the NBA app. So a great start to the second period. Pacers led by 2 after the first. And Brown will get another free throw. Brissett excited to be out there. Sam Cassell excited all the time, every day. That's a guy that loves the game of basketball as much as any human being I've ever met.
I was with Sam. He was an assistant coach when I was on the Clippers. Just a fantastic guy to be around every day.
And these names out there, possible head coaching vacancies. Halliburton. Neesmith, top. Halliburton finds a spot. Three-pointer. Back of the rim won't go. Crawford pulls in the rebound. And a good hustle there from Nembhard. Last touch by Holiday. It's now 4.5 minutes without a point here in the second quarter for Indiana.
That run started, Mike, when Halliburton checked out of the game. Their offense wasn't as productive.
Holiday went for the steal. Eastman can't get it. Horford can. Remember, this is the top scoring team in the NBA, regular season and playoffs, and haven't scored for nearly 5 minutes here in the second. Holiday up top. Tatum drives, goes inside, left-handed, just his second field goal. But it puts Boston up 15, timeout Indiana. 17 straight points to start the second.
Well, as they did in game one, the Celtics attacking the whole of the Indiana Pacers defense, which is the paint. They are feasting right now at the basket.
Sergeant Nick Levery suffered severe injuries when his troop fell under attack, resulting in the amputation of his leg. Despite his injuries, Sergeant Levery vowed to return to duty. After numerous surgeries and years of training, he fulfilled his promise in 2015, becoming the first Special Forces amputee redeployed to military combat. Today, while remaining on active duty, Sergeant Lavery uses his life experiences to build resistance in others. For using personal tragedy to encourage others, please join the Celtics in welcoming tonight's hero among us, Nick Lavery.
world of music, from the world of Fenway Park, and from the world of Super Bowl parades. I didn't know Ed Sheeran was a basketball fan. Halliburton drives on Horford. Horford, good job. Back up top, Neesmith. Neesmith goes inside and draws the foul. And some free throws. Indiana's only taken 2 thus far. It has been an ugly offensive second quarter. You don't say ugly offense about the Pacers very often.
And during this run, they also have 4 turnovers, already 9 here in the first half. We could talk about the late game execution from the Pacers, but one of the main reasons they lost game 1 was turnovers. They had 22 of them. A lot of them were careless, led to 32 Celtics points, becoming an issue again tonight.
Which is remarkable. In light of the pace at which they've played all year, their speed, the incredible efficiency, they were 9th in the league, under 13 turnovers. So for this to rear its head, it's out of character for the team.
Those 2 free throws, the first points for the Pacers in 6.5 minutes. That's going back to the end of the first quarter. Finally get on the board here in the second. 13-point lead for Boston. Shot clock down to 6. Brown struggles with his dribble. Now has to pull up jumper. Off the mark. There's White trying to grab it. Couldn't. And last touch by Nembhard. Halliburton thought he was fouled on the rebound.
Another crash here from the Boston Celtics. Drew Holiday, Derek White lurking on the baseline. Creates an extra possession.
White up top. Derek White dribbles and is fouled on a 3-point attempt. Nembhard is such a good young defender, but a mistake there. 3 free throws for White as Nembhard picks up his first.
I mean, these self-inflicted wounds hurt. Shot clock is at 3.7. You have done your job. He's got to take a contested 3, and you put your hand in the cookie jar, and now you give up 3 free throws. And this guy, he's been so terrific for them.
Celtics, this will be their 7th and 8th free throw here in the first half with 6:09 left. Upcoming playoff schedule tomorrow on TNT and True TV. Western Conference Finals Game 2. As the TNT crew will have it, the amazing Kevin Harlan and the terrific Reggie Miller and Stan Van Gundy will have the call. And Saturday, ABC will be in Indianapolis for Game 3 on the air at 8:30 Eastern.
Do you think they shout us out when they promo our broadcast?
I know they do.
They did last night.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mr. Harlan took care of us.
I had the game on mute for a while because I was talking to Doris.
White connects. Back up now. 16-point lead. Halliburton lobs it out. Neesmith knocks it down. Neesmith with 9 points. He's their leading scorer. That's his first 3-pointer. Joe Mazzulla and every coach in the NBA always talked about finishing quarters. Pacers did that a number of times in game 1. We still got a lot of time left in the second. Tatum off 1 foot. Can't get to the ball. Tatum just 2 of 8. And it's the Celtics up 13. Nembhard spins, turns, shoots, and scores. Let's check in with Lisa.
Hey, Mike, Luke Cornett still back in the Celtics locker room. He's dealing with a left wrist sprain, questionable to return.
Back to Lisa. White up top, Holiday. Nice feet inside. White a couple of fakes. Siakam didn't even have to jump to block that one. Halliburton, 3-pointers up. Got it.
This team is nothing if not resilient. We've seen them go down double digits. We've seen them go down in a series, and they just keep playing.
Time and time again, Doris. So Holiday inside using the left hand.
And that's just too easy, Mike. If you're the Indiana Pacers, off a make, you've got one defender on Drew Holiday and Miles Turner at the rim, and Drew just waltzes in for an easy layup. Poor transition defense from the Pacers.
Pacers in these playoffs have had some excellent defensive games. Celtics are only shooting 44%. But again, so many offensive rebounds. Hauser cuts back door, knocked out of his hands. He thought he got hit. Still Celtic ball.
To me, this looks like pre-IST tournament. Turner's going to come over in assistance, but not really. I mean, this is a guy who I know, a couple of fouls, but you're a great shot blocker. We've seen you play with 2 fouls before. Just concerned about getting the next one?
Yep. And the 2 quick early fouls. Brown pulls back, jump shot, missed it. Horford, rebound. And a foul called against the Pacers. Let's see if that one's on Turner. He's saying he's upset. Now he's saying to challenge it. James Williams says it's on Turner, so that will be the 3rd. Rick Carlisle looking behind the bench. Seeing nods from the assistant coach saying, yep.
See Turner down here with Al Horford.
Grab the jersey. Not a lot, but the jersey grab usually gets you. He had 18 points in the first half of game 1, has not scored in the first half of game 2, and now on the bench with 3 fouls. Tatum lost the handle. It's 7 turnovers for Boston. Siakam running the floor and finishes. And Indiana back with an 8 again. Holiday again left alone and hits another 3. He's 4 for 4 overall. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
He's had another tremendous half. 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and stellar defense.
Ball knocked out of the hands of Siakam by Holiday. Nembhard, the spin move, drives inside. Double team, shot block. White and Horford were right there. Brown with force, scores. Back up to 13.
He's just so tough in transition, especially when you let him get to that right hand.
Siakam falls down. Nembhard able to save it though. Nembhard gets inside. Beautiful move from Nembhard. He's got 9 points now. Brown quickly down the other end. Layup, he missed it. Jackson lost his headband, but not the ball. Siakam. Corner, Nembhard lines it up. Brown tipped it right to Siakam. An unfortunate bounce for the Boston. Siakam, right place, right time.
Well, this is that end of quarter that you were talking about, Mike, where the Pacers have made inroads, and look at them compete defensively. But it's got to be every possession. I don't think we've seen a consistent fight.
We talked about the Celtics offensive rebound. Aaron Nesmith is the one that kept that ball alive. Ultimately ended up in the hands of Pascal Siakam. That's about the easiest bucket he'll get.
It's only the 2nd offensive rebound for the Pacers. Celtics have 10. Brown, the game's leading scorer, 19 points here in the first half. Finds some room, drives inside. Little clutch on the shot, he backs it home. 21 first half points for Jaylen Brown. Big second quarter with 14. Nembhard. Short arms it, but gets another rebound. Nesmith. Too much dribbling, lost the ball. Tatum, Holiday, back to Brown, up and in. Unselfish play from the Celtics. Timeout Pacers. The lead back up to 13.
We talked at the start of this telecast. Would we start to feel the 2nd best defense in the league have an impact? Playing defense to offense. Everybody's running. Jaylen Brown, not a bad target.
And he's got an advantage every time that Halliburton ends up on him. Jaylen Brown doing it.
The Pacers are certainly one team that can score points in a hurry if they get down by double figures plus. As Siakam works against Brown, pulls up, jumper's good. 12 points for Siakam.
These are the moments, these are the swings that change the outcome ultimately. You get it inside 10. Can you get a stop and a score here?
Final minute, first half. Brown has been sensational. 8 of 16 from the field. How's it to White? White corner three. Celtics 6 of 17 from three. Halliburton on the bounce. White doesn't go for the fake. Siakam, turnaround jumper, rattles it in. Siakam coming alive.
He's got such a versatile offensive game. Can play on a face-up, can play on drives, can play with his back to the basket. Just a shot-picking display here from Pascal Siakam to end the second quarter.
Brown searching. Gets past Halliburton, gets inside, back shot. And a foul. Neesmith does not like the call. Brown shaken up a bit, holding onto his hand. As Neesmith picks up his second.
Hard to imagine where they'd be without this guy. He's been a dynamic offensive force, physically so strong. He can shed bodies, absorb some contact there, and I wonder if that's where he was breaking his fall. Did he do anything to his hand there? An obvious foul by Neesmith.
Celtics have been 8 of 9 from the line. Pacers 4 for 4. Start of halftime coming up. We certainly don't talk about Brown's big first half with Malika Stephen A., Michael Wilbon, Bob Myers, and Chris Paul back in the studio again. This is the second. Celtics do have a foul to give here. Shot clock turned off. Siakam finds some room, goes inside and throws it down. Poor defense that time from Boston. Still 4 seconds remaining. White gets it. White launches three-pointer on the buzzer. Back of the rim won't go. And the Pacers cut it to 6 before halftime. Pascal Siakam, the last 10 Indiana points. This is why they acquired him.
Well, it looks like there's some confusion here between Derek White and Jaylen Brown. They had the foul to give. Siakam with the blow-by. What a flurry to finish the half.
Of course, Jaylen Brown, the hero of game 1 with the three-pointer. Has a couple of three-pointers here in the first half and 24 points in 17 minutes. 2 quarters complete. Game 2 from Boston. Celtics up by 6.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. And Disney and Pixar's new movie Inside Out 2, only in theaters June 14. Get tickets now.
Alex Caruso of the Chicago Bulls is the recipient of the 2023-24 NBA Hustle Award, honoring him for the effort plays that don't often appear in the traditional box score, but impact winning on a nightly basis.
Caruso should finish it. He's up the deck to save it. Did he draw the foul? He did. Oh, Caruso ran it down. I tell you what, it was Alex Caruso hustled for that ball. High in the air, nice play by Caruso to save it. Good hustle. Davis, good job by Williams. And Caruso saved it.
Mike Conley of the Minnesota Timberwolves earns the Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year, recognized by his peers in a league-wide vote for the second time in his 17-year NBA career.
Right now, man, don't wait. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Conley around a couple of screens. The floater to Gobert.
Universally loved is Mike Conley.
Yeah, no doubt about that. 3 times he's won the Sportsmanship Award. Once he won the Teammate Award.
He's been the best teammate on his team.
And the best guy. Good job, man. Take a shot. Way to run, though.
Y'all keep doing it down there. Y'all keep doing it down there. We're gonna get out of the road. We're gonna win one. Play it different, boy. I like that. I like that. Play it different.
Is valuable because it speaks in many different ways.
You want something for your teammate more than you want it for yourself. That's character. It's not something you try. That is a big time award.
It's in whisper. I think it's a perfect phrase about Conley. And Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers collects the Joe Dumars Trophy upon winning the 2023-24 NBA Sportsmanship Award for best representing that quality on the court.
Sportsmanship after the foul.
No hard feelings. Part of basketball.
His personality, he's a breath of fresh air. I can't think of anything bad to say about that young man. He is a treat to watch, a treat to be around, and we are blessed to have him here in the city of Philadelphia.
17.
Dylan Brooks is in. He's got 5 fouls. So Ty's going to have a go right now. Foul! Explosions! Everybody in this game can do the special things with the basketball like Kyrie Irving.
Exquisite.
Welcome to the Toyota halftime.
The Boston Celtics up 57-51 at half, but considering from the first to the second quarter they went on a 20-0 run and were up 16, I think the Pacers should consider this a win. Jaylen Brown, though, 24 first-half points. Hey, welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon, Chris Paul, Stephen A. Smith. I'm Malika Andrews. How did the Pacers make this a game, Chris? What's the biggest reason why?
Man, just continuing to push the tempo. You know, the fact that it's a 6-point game, that's a win for them. Jaylen Brown has been amazing. The depth of Boston is what has been driving them all season right now. But Indiana, you have to be happy to only be down 6 at the half.
You know what they've done? Continue the hot shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, not the three-point shooting, which is down a little bit. 51% in that first game. We saw them miss. We were talking about how they missed any number of short shots, point-blank shots that could push this number back up towards 60. But they haven't cooled down.
This is a team that's taken care of the ball all year, except for in Boston. I mean, they had 22 turnovers game one. They got 10 already. It's hard to win on the road. They're shooting that well, but you have to take care of the basketball. Celtics have 10 offensive rebounds. Celtics are only shooting 43%, and they've got this lead. So Pacers, some of it's self-inflicted, what's going on with them.
No question. They're pushing the pace. We all get that. They've got tall bodies on Jason Tatum. How do you have only 4 points if you're Jason Tatum, though? That's a concern. Jaylen Brown has ball and shoot 50% from the field. Drew Holiday hasn't missed a shot. Maybe you need to give him some more opportunities. Let him take advantage of some of the matchups that he's got going up against him. But Indiana is clearly pushing the pace. And here's the biggest thing for me. The fact that you go on a 20-0 run.
Yep.
And they won't go away. It's almost like Rocky in 1 and 2 against Apollo Creed. He kept coming. He kept coming.
But that's why Indiana is the way that they are. Right? Once you score, they get it out and go score it back against you. They don't care what you're doing. They're going to play the way that they play.
What's bothering Jason Tatum so much?
I think right now they're just keeping a lot of length on them. Mm-hmm. And Indiana has a lot of light-sized guys. They're changing, putting different rotations on them. JT's having a hard time, but like I said, the depth of the Celtics is why they've been so good.
But Jaylen Brown, Stephen A.
He's doing his thing. Can he get some help? Please. Pretty please with Sugar on top.
We'll be right back. I like Sugar on top.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
All you people upstairs, they wait. Feel great. You ready? Are you ready?
Hello? Here for the finals?
It's the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the
celebrating the moment that we worked for all year. At the center of it are two exceptional teams. Who's gonna show up? And yet, we're all a part of it. Here's to those who make this event unmissable.
My man, same corner every year. Like we never left.
Tonight we honor basketball's kings and queens. Champs only.
To legacies that are on the line.
I still got it.
And to the rest of us waiting on the edge of our seat. Here we go. To see what a trophy will end up next. To the season that was. And to the champions to be. Here's to going out with the best of 7. Come on, Mike.
Sorry, Dwayne. Back to you.
Bang! To the NBA Finals.
To the finals.
Everyone be quiet for 2 hours.
Can you introduce me to Larry Bird?
This is gonna be good.
Tatum is super unique. One of the best players on this planet.
There's a reason why he's in the MVP discussion.
The Boston Celtics have been the picture of dominance this year.
We're starting to see what leadership looks like. It's a huge asset for our team. We have a guy as talented and good as to have that mindset.
His offensive level is beyond elite. He causes major problems.
Say it with your chest, Tyrese!
He plays incredible basketball. He makes all the right plays over and over and over again. There's nothing that he can't do on the floor.
We're winning the game right now! Halliburton goes inside, switches head! Oh, what a shot! Tyrese, the terror!
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Stephen A., what do you want to see from Jason Tatum in the second half?
Make some shots. You got 4 points. You're Jason Tatum. Make some shots. I know it sounds simple, but it is for him. Do it.
Second half coming up after this.
NBA halftime is presented by Toyota and the all-new Tacoma. Legendary capability meets electrifying power. So please try to hold on. Toyota, let's go places.
Where can you see the top 10 NBA plays of the week? Only here in our courtside countdown.
Burks floats it up. Einstein checks it out. DiVincenzo couldn't grab it. Shuffle pass. Toppin with a highlight play.
With the loose ball, shovel pass, it's highlight time for Moby Toppin.
Now on the switch, Lively's got it. He drives, puts it up, and the throwdown. Holmgren gives the Thunder a 1-point lead. Now against Lively. He'll drive it on line. He throw it on up, and there's Holmgren to throw it down. And that was too easy. This free throw, 3 seconds left. Williams stops near midcourt and drills it. Jalen Williams from just past the midcourt strike.
If you're going to win a road playoff game facing elimination, you're going to need big shots.
Great luck. Williams puts it in. And the foul. Irving going to dish. Lively alive and trying to complete the three-point play.
Lively is in double digits.
Luego van con el
Looking
campo.
for him on the roll all night long.
Hard looking. Halliburton, 4 seconds long, 3-pointer. That's good. Tyrese Halliburton from way downtown and ties the game again. Tyrese Halliburton was quiet early, but finished strong here in the second. It's all even. Halliburton's gonna have to launch it. Goes up and under. Oh, he backs it in. He backs it in at the buzzer.
Oh, Indiana again showing resiliency. They battle back. They cut it down to 1.
Down the shot clock. Derek White down the left side. Pump fake. Kick out. Open. Tatum. Step to his left. 3 in the air.
for the slam. Holiday will inbound. Tatum trying to get free. Throw it in the corner. Brown fakes, fires up the three. Jaylen Brown, the outstanding three to tie the game.
Want a ring? So it was like that, huh? No, we get it, bro. You got 3 championship rings. You believe this guy? He's talking about onion rings. And I really want some. Why would he be talking about onion rings? He's actually holding onion rings. That ain't right, bro. Oh, no, Mello. I wouldn't do you like that. Next time, just get some fries. Get some fries next time. It's like that. It's 2012 all over again.
Welcome back, Eastern Conference Finals presented by AT&T. Let's listen to some sound.
That way, that way. Sit him left, sit him left. Chip! Chip, Miles, chip. Good work, boy. Come on, play back. TJ, what is that, boy? Hey, I gotta shoot that. Foul, foul, foul. Tyrese on you when you was running back? Yeah. Bro, I wanted you to duck in so bad I was gonna throw it. That's how you looking. I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's the look. Get back, get back, get back. Hey, don't let up. Don't let up. Keep going. Come on.
The playoff intensity here with the Eastern Conference Finals. Tonight's first half stats brought to you by Etsy. Pacers once again shooting over 50% from the field, much higher than the Celtics. Boston with those 10 offensive rebounds. Neither team shooting the threes all that well. A 6-point game right now. Boston in front. Hello again, everyone. With JJ indoors, Mike Reed on hand. We'll check in with Lisa in a moment. What did you see from Boston, Doris?
I saw great play from Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown, but I've got concerns about Jason Tatum, and it's nothing too great. Anybody can miss shots. I didn't think he got down in the stance defensively. I'm not sure what's going on. He's not getting his jumper to fall. I don't know if that's impacting him, but they need a higher level of play from this young man.
And for Indiana, when they didn't turn the ball over, they played pretty good offensively. You've got to take care of the basketball. Siakam was just brilliant down the stretch of that first half.
Siakam 12 of his 16 in that second quarter. And you see the shooting percentage, 8 of 9 from the field. Jaylen Brown finds some room. Jumper's got it. He has got it going tonight, 26 for Brown. Again, Boston led by as many as 16. Pacers storm back. Nembhard goes inside. And a foul. Tatum thought that there was a push-off by Nembhard. Instead, he picks up his second.
We've seen this many times already in 2 games where the Pacers either a dribble handoff, a weave, just running in front of guys, and there's no communication from the Boston Celtics. They're not switching that. And those are 2 like-sized players against 2 like-sized offensive players. It's a mistake.
Well, Nembhard's had some big moments. Misses that free throw in the big three-pointer game 3 in the second round. Game 7, he had a 20-point game. A second-round pick. Jaylen Brown spins. Nembhard trying to stay with him. Doesn't bite. Difficult shot. Brown gets it to go.
This guy's ability to hit ridiculous shots. I mean, size advantage there, but that's a spin move.
There are some nights where he's just unstoppable, often in the shadow of Jason Tatum. Even though he's an all-star, even though he's an all-NBA player in past years, as Siakam jump shot comes up short, Tatum grabs the rebound. And as we send it over first, let's go to Brown, drives it, kicks it back up top. Tatum, a three-pointer. That misses. Now let's check out with Lisa.
Hey, Mike, just checking in with Rick Carlisle. He said, we've got to take away their offensive rebounds. He says that was a big problem for us in the first half. Not only does it give them more chances, he said, but it keeps us from getting out in transition. He said that's why our ball movement was so stagnant in that first half.
Thank you, Lisa. Pascal Siakam playing like a star right now. 19 points.
Siakam and Jaylen Brown putting on a show. White got a three. His second three-pointer. He was only 1 for 7 before that.
And that's the second time tonight they've gotten a wide-open three by using Tyrese Halliburton in the screening action. He's going to stay a little bit longer. If you create space and separate, you're going to get a good look.
A great look that time from White. Neesmith and Siakam play catch. Halliburton run off the spot by Holiday. Jumper is good. Now 10.6 assists for Tyrese Halliburton. Siakam guarding Brown. Ball poked away with a foul. Ashton twirls the index finger underway, but they're not going to challenge.
So this is Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. Derek White does a great job there of getting to the open area, creating a passing angle for Jaylen Brown.
And Siakam, that shot won't count. Siakam will pick up his second.
Siakam's point is Jaylen Brown using that left hand to try to catch separation. But he's just playing with a high degree of attack mentality. Right there is what he's talking about. But the contact comes first.
Meanwhile, Indiana caught there on the inbounds. White lobs it in. And Holiday, 5 for 5, 12.7 assists. Another excellent game for Drew Holiday. Nimard, Siakam. Goes at Horford. In the paint, jump shot, got it. Pascal Siakam now 10 of 12 from the field.
We were talking about his versatility in the first half. This guy scored on dunks, post-ups, pull-ups, drives, putbacks, a spot-up three. He's got everything in his bag working right now.
Holiday of travel.
Well, this time it's what? Footwork?
Well, this is skill, and I would consider footwork a skill, but it's also the touch, the ball handling, and he's shooting over a really good defender with size in Al Horford.
Nimard finds his spot, jump shot, a foul line, nails it. And the Pacers right back up the shooting percentages. They're at 54%. And the back within 5. Holiday finds his spot, can't hit. Neesmith grabs it. Siakam. Brown discourages him for a moment. Now Siakam turns, shoots, scores again. Pascal Siakam red hot, unstoppable right now, and it's a 3-point game. Against some anxiety here at the TD Garden from the Celtics fans. Boston has lost the first 2 game 2s of these playoffs. Derek White to the rim.
Tyrese Halliburton seems to be in the action every trip. What do you call that, JJ? Is that called a pigeon?
Pigeon, poor sister, target hunting, whatever you want to talk about. A plethora of games. Eric Spoelstra calls it the duck.
Siakam right now on fire. Pascal Siakam has 26 points. He already has 10 here in the third, and we're just 4 minutes in. 68-66. Holiday stripped, but gets it back. White again, gets to the rim and the finish. He thought he was fouled. Halliburton back to Siakam. Nimard tied up. And Turner just being held there by Derek White on the entry pass.
So Siakam picked up the game of basketball late, JJ. He spent an awful lot of time playing soccer. His father wanted him to be a priest. He had an awful hoop to play on a dirt court. But the skill this young man has developed, played at New Mexico State. The young kids like to call this a bag when you can score in a variety of ways. His bag is full.
Siakam, another jumper. That one misses. Tipped right back out. Goes up top. Halliburton lines up his three-pointer. Siakam the rebound. Back up. Can't get it to fall. Neesmith is fouled on the rebound. And it's going to be Pacer ball. The foul is against Tatum, and that's going to be Tatum's third. And a timeout call.
the offensive glass. Aaron Nesmith has made so many plays like this. And this foul will be under review. Looks like Aaron Nesmith may have pulled on that shoulder first.
That's what Tatum was saying, and the green light is lit. Challenge here in Boston.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
Tatum grabbed the owner, Naismith. However, prior to that, Naismith grabbed his shoulder. Therefore, it'll be a loose ball foul. Naismith. It's a successful challenge, and it'll be Boston ball in return.
After the video review, it has been deemed a successful challenge. The call on the court is now a loose ball foul on number 23, Aaron Nesmith. That's his third team foul. Celtics basketball. It's now time to announce the lucky winners seated in tonight's Lucky Row, presented by Grill. Congratulations to the fans sitting in sixth.
Holding down Tatum, so the foul is on Nesmith. Not Tatum. Tatum has his 2,000. Earlier in the game, Missoula called for a challenge, but when the officials went over, he changed his mind and they didn't challenge it. That's why he had another challenge. As Tatum has the ball, goes inside and finishes. Celtics need Tatum to get going. Perhaps that will do the trick. And it's been a quiet game for Tatum. Celtics back up 6. Nesmith to Turner. Turner still hasn't scored after that terrific game 1. And that ends right there. Nice bucket from Turner.
And the Indiana Pacers are now 13 for 19 on 2-point jumpers. The mid-range is alive and well.
Nesmith trying to stay with Tatum. You got to give credit to Nesmith for Tatum's struggles. Derek White can't hit. Nesmith comes in and grabs the rebound. He is playing hard against his former team, the team that drafted him, spent the first 2 years here in Boston. Kmart goes at Horford. Horford makes him pass it out. Nesmith side, left-handed.
Trouble na.
Brown drives past Turner, back up top. White gets a clean look.
Right.
Another three. Derek
is the beneficiary of attention going to the Jays. He's got open looks.
Nembhard can't get it. Tatum, rebound. 5.5 left here in the third. The Pacers had cut it to 3 after trailing by as many as 16. Tatum gets inside. And a whistle and a foul.
JJ, you've talked about the ability to get to open space. Jaylen Brown's dynamic driving ability draws 3 defenders. Derek always seems to be in the right spot.
Well, you look at the spacing across the board there from the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown with an isolation on the left wing against a big. And every single guy is behind the three-point line. 2 go to the ball. I mean, that's just an easy shot. And that's created because of the spacing and because of Jaylen Brown's ability to break down a defense.
Meanwhile, a key foul for Indiana. That's the 4th foul on Neesmith. Tatum goes at Halliburton. Gets some space. Jumper is good. Tatum now with a couple of buckets. He's got 8. Back up to 9. By the way, the Pacers actually cut it to 2 after being down by 16. McConnell's back in. Toppin and Shepard as well. Halliburton adjusts. Gets in the paint, drives, deflected out of bounds. Brissett, who's getting some minutes, has not played much here in these playoffs. But with Cornette out, he's come in for some front court size. Siakam getting a much-deserved rest. 26 points in 25 minutes. Turner, 3-pointers up. It's good. Miles Turner has the Pacers back within 6.
That's a really nice baseline out of bounds play for Indiana. Ben Shepard set the screen on Turner, and Pritchard late to recover. Turner can just shoot right over the top.
Tatum aggressive. Out to Brown, corner 3. It's good. Brown with the answer. 31 for Brown, but we still have 4.5 to go here in the third. He gets the crowd back into it. Halliburton, shot won't go. Shepard takes it away from Pritchard. Toppin can't answer. McConnell the offensive rebound. And the Pacers will reset. Turner off 1 foot, shot is short. Toppin battling, tips it. Shepard again. Shepard wide open 3, off the mark.
You just continue to be persistent, but can't come away with anything. Toppin was spectacular.
Brown the pass, and Brissett throws it down. Timeout, Pacers the lead, back up to 11.
And the Pacers had so many opportunities on the last possession, but downhill driving is Jaylen Brown. He's created for himself. He's creating for his teammates. They've had no answer. He actually gets fouled. How the heck does he complete that pass? That is ridiculous.
first race on the F1 circuit. All the glitz and glam of the Monaco Grand Prix. Pre-race coverage begins 7:30 a.m. with the green flag shortly after 9 Eastern. Siakam and Brown having huge scoring gains. Pacers, though, down again by 11. And fought back time and time again, including game 1. Brown comes up to steal back from Siakam. Here's Brown, goes up now from behind. Counted that one. Not a smart play from Siakam. And a chance for a three-point play from Jaylen Brown.
Well, the Pacers get a little discombobulated with their spacing at the end of the shot clock there. A poor pass, communication, whatever it was between Siakam and TJ McConnell and Jaylen Brown, right place, right time, and a tough finish through contact.
One thing noticeable on that defensive possession. Out of the timeout, Tatum on Siakam. So did he ask for it? Did Joe ask for it? But he's going to have to be engaged against Siakam.
That's 3 fouls on Siakam. TJ McConnell gets in the paint. Jumper is good. Gets a nice soft bounce. The Celtics here in this third quarter are shooting 12 from 15 from the field. They had 7 assists and only 1 turnover. Pritchard wide open. Connects on a 3. The lead back up to 14. What shooting here from Boston? Turner with a big answer right now before this game gets away from them. And Pritchard will bring it up. 2.5 remaining here in the third. Pritchard, fake. Got top it up in the air. Peyton Pritchard. He's got double figures with 10.
32 minutes.
McConnell drives in, brings it right back out. TJ McConnell keeps that dribble alive. Shepard up top. Turner inside Toppin. Blocked by White with a foul.
Let's go back to that Peyton Pritchard 3. This is off a made basket. They're walking the ball up the floor. No communication whatsoever from the Pacers. You got 3 guys guarding 2 over on the weak side. Peyton Pritchard, a 40% three-point shooter, wide open in the corner. Easiest three-pointer in basketball.
Derek White with his 3rd foul. Toppin just 2 points. As JJ spoke of earlier, he's been the #1 scorer off the bench. Misses the free throw. Upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by ESPN Bet tomorrow on TNT and True TV. Western Conference Finals game 2 from Minneapolis, and then Saturday ABC will be in Indianapolis for game 3 of this series.
Like, it hasn't felt for much of the night that this Pacer team has had the same level of fight and opportunism as they did in game 1, right? They go down 12-zip, they don't hang their head. There's been moments where their body language has been impacted.
It's been more sporadic than we've seen. Siakam trying to come back. Celtics up a dozen, under 2 to play here in the third. Shepard's on Tatum. Tatum so far is on a quiet night. Elbow jumper, turnaround is good. Now he's in double figures. Siakam finds McConnell. Good ball denial from Brown. McConnell's like a whirling dervish in the paint. Siakam drives, Brown shuts him off. The blocking foul. That's going to be 3 on Brown.
That's tough, Mike. I'm telling you, this guy right now, I guarantee you he's asked for this assignment because he's taken extraordinary pride in guarding the best guy. And for that entire possession, he is working, forces him to give up the basketball. Back cut? Nope, I'm staying in front. Staying engaged body-wise, little physicality, little shove. Be there on the catch. Try to anticipate. But I love the work. Foul? Okay, I'll take it, but I love the work.
McConnell comes short. Now this one, another foul against the Celtics. Down low on the rebound. Boston's now in the penalty. Obi Toppin will go back to the line. And this one was on
Drew Holiday trying to box out Obi Toppin, the little shove in the back.
It looks like very minor contact in slow motion.
If your momentum is going one way and someone pushes you in the same direction, yeah, it's going to dislodge you, Mike.
Yep. No, it's so funny in slow motion. It's, oh, you just kind of tapped him on the back.
Oh, the love tap.
I was hoping this would be in fast, normal speed. This is the 10th free throw from the Pacers, and Toppin cannot hit. 91-78, 13-point lead as we approach a minute remaining here in the third. Celtics trying to win their first game, 2 of these playoffs. Pacers trying to tie this season up. Tatum finds a spot, jumper, got it. Tatum is still alive.
And I love what he's done in those last 2 possessions against Ben Shepherd. Clearly knows he has the size advantage. He gets to his spot in the mid-range and shoots right over the top.
Look at that Brissett play defensively. That's a level of activity and mobility Cornette could not bring on the switch against Turner.
Tatum wants it, fires up a 3. Back of the rim. Scramble for the rebound. McConnell to Toppin. Toppin down the other end. Throws it down. Great pass from McConnell. As Toppin leaked out. Celtics, again, the shooting, 16 of 20. Brown tries. In and out. Toppin another rebound. McConnell, 9 points off the bench, 3 more assists, 4 more rebounds. Toppin, beat the 3. Tatum trying to stay in front of him. Toppin turns, shoots, and throws up an air ball. It's grazed the net under the rim. Final seconds, no fouls to give for Indiana. Brown drives, pulls up, jump shot. Won't go, and that will end the third.
These last 2 Jason Tatum buckets finally gets it going a little bit here in the third. Gets to his handle package. Knows he has size over Ben Shepherd. Those are shots that he practices all day long. Here's the other one. Elite footwork to create the separation.
One of the reasons is 1 free throw during the 4th quarter. Eligible fans will be able to claim a free Big Mac with a $2 minimum purchase on the McDonald's app tomorrow.
The offer is only valid at participating McDonald's.
To the heart.
AT&T, Jalen, every time they tried to come back, you guys had an answer. Just how were you able to each time close the door?
Just playing hard, that's it. Just playing hard. Like with matching the intensity, we got to keep it up. We want to finish the game off.
Pascal Siakam had a big third quarter. It looked like you wanted that matchup to slow him down. Just what do you have to do defensively against it?
Big fourth quarter right there. We got to make sure we maintain on defense, keep him from getting to his right hand, and see if it's just off from there.
Thank you, Jalen.
Well, not much they can do as Siakam knocks it down. And it's back to 11. Doug McDermott, the veteran, is playing. He's only played in 7 of their games so far. Just 35 minutes total in the playoffs. 5:24. McDermott on Tatum. Hauser steps back, corner 3. Back to the rim. Horford, the offensive rebound. Chased by McConnell. It's in the paint. McConnell trying to poke it away. Hauser, hesitation. That one no good. Pritchard chips it out. Tatum the fake. Tripped up, goes to the basket. Counted at one. Stumbled after getting his foot tangled. Banks it home and a chance for a three-point play.
So Jason Tatum has come alive here in the second half. A solid third quarter with 8 points, and he's got a clear advantage against Doug McDermott. Doris, he's absolutely at his best. Driving the basketball, using his size and strength and frame to finish at the rim.
He's added 25 pounds. He worked with his trainer, Drew Hanlon, two summers ago and last summer on that exact thing right there. Finishing at the restricted area with power.
We back up to 14. McConnell picked up that foul down the other end, comes up short. Horford chips it to Holiday. Tatum, three-pointer. Rebound deflected. And McConnell with the save. Here comes Siakam. McConnell racing inside, blocked by Hauser. McConnell thought he got hit. Holiday in the front court. Holiday left wide open three-pointer, puts it in. Largest lead of the night.
17.
McConnell hands off Shepard. Ball caroms off Jackson, and Horford comes up with it. Tatum starting to feel it. It's got McConnell on him. Certainly has the size advantage. Backs in, elbow jumper. Well short, played well by McConnell.
Doris, you talked about this Celtics defense, number 2 in the regular season. When will they start having some success? And I got to say, there have been so many possessions tonight that have ended in late shot clock situations for Indiana. You see Sam Hauser here with the block on TJ McConnell. Their shifts, their help side have been better. And then when you put 2 on the basketball against them, they have shooting across the board. They will make those open shots.
Holiday to foul his second. Siakam will sit down. 28 points for Siakam. Pacers down by 17. Siakam has just been great tonight again. Imard back in. Imard, McDermott, Shepard the drive, clear path to the basket. Nice screen set by Jackson.
Yeah, that poor top screen.
So right now, no Halliburton and no Siakam. Halliburton went back to the locker room. We got a report. If it's anything, Tatum goes right at Shepard. Good defense from Shepard. Just gets it off the time. Nope. 24-second violation. Shepard with some excellent defense.
2 really good plays. Number 1, to stay in front. Number 2, to absorb the contact and then get the contest. It looked like maybe he got a little piece of that arm, though.
Question for you. You've seen Tatum? Whoa.
Offensive foul called on Jackson. As he cleared Tatum out of the way, Rick Carlisle completely disagrees with the call. Yelling at Sean Wright. By the way, we've just heard Halliburton's not coming back in the game. A left leg injury. And Rick Carlisle's going to challenge. We'll get the results right now. It's a 15-point Celtic lead.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by AT&T. All season long, AT&T has been connecting diehard fans to once-in-a-lifetime NBA opportunities. These special moments have brought fans closer to the NBA than ever before. AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association. Retransmitted, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express consent of the NBA.
Points. Well, it has 11 points here in the second half. Toppin comes to help. Toppin, Nimhard, Jackson, Shepard, and McDermott still trying to get an update on Tyrese Halliburton. Back in the Pacers locker room. Nimhard drives on Tatum, pulls back, jump shot, foul line, got it. This kid is good.
He's excellent. And he's had so many self-creation shots in both these games where it's not just spotting up on cutting. He's making legitimate moves off the dribble and tough shots.
Hauser thought about a three, back to White. No hesitation on the three, and it's good. 19 now for White. Back up to 16 is the lead. Shepard goes at Hauser. Shut off nicely. Nimhard, so aggressive. He's double teamed. Pass deflected. Jackson keeps it alive. Shepard's got a look. Corner three, well short. White the rebound. Gets out of the pack and a foul called on Shepard. Second team foul on Indiana. Second on Shepard. Eric White having another strong game as Rick Carlisle looks on. 19 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Brown drives inside, layup is good. He's got 35. And this is now the largest lead of the night. Inside Jackson, foul from behind. It's going to be Brown's 4th foul. I got all ball though.
There's just been too many of these possessions for the Indiana Pacers defensively where there's just zero resistance in going to the basket. A lot of these have been Jaylen Brown, but the Pacers are getting matched up. They're not setting their half-court defense, and you're asking a lot of Andrew Nembhard to guard Jaylen Brown in space with a head of steam.
That's exactly right. If you don't affect the ball early, particularly with this guy, you're in trouble. I mean, he's not ready as soon as he catches it. You better be ready and in a stance when he catches it.
Pacers 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Jackson sends that one in for his first points of the night. Boston shooting 52% from the field. Pacers 50%. Brown against Nembhard, spins, fouling jumper. And Nembhard comes away. Holiday looking to harass McDermott. Long three-pointer in and out. And Shepard the offensive rebound. Nembhard goes right at White. Shot is up and good.
How about that deceleration? And this guy, competitively on the offensive end of the floor.
He's got 16 now. And over-aggressive on his defense. Nembhard will pick up his 3rd.
JJ, you've talked about this a lot. Guys are now putting this in their repertoire. The ability to decelerate, just to get that defender off a beat. Hard stop, get to your motion. Recovery a little late. Such an effective basketball move.
Scott Foster talking to 2 of the players. I don't know if they're going to give a double technical here. Sam Hauser upset. Celtics security man is out on the floor. Jackson upset. A lot of talking after that whistle. So, Jackson and Hauser double technicals. Well, they cancel each other out. No free throws off that. They're just one away from automatic if they got another. Jalen Smith is going to come in. Isaiah Jackson sits. He's still talking. He's upset with something with Hauser, clearly.
This was on the previous play. And if you had told me, Mike, that coming into this game that we'd have a double technical on Sam Hauser and Isaiah Jackson, I would have told you were crazy.
Would that be a bet anywhere that you could put money on?
It has to be somewhere, Doris. Somewhere in the world. Tatum drives inside. Wild shot, but a foul. Jalen Smith hit him. And Tatum a chance to increase the lead the line.
About the level of intensity. He looks totally different here in this quarter. He does such a good job gathering that ball high and keeping it away. Look at that. It gets it up and away from that smaller defender and then the attack. So good.
He's got all the moves in terms of the low pull through, the carry like a running back, the high pull through there. Something him and Drew Hanlon work on tirelessly.
Well, Saturday, ABC will have game 3 of this series. Coverage begins NBA Countdown at 8. Tip-off shortly after 8:30. 6.5 remaining. Toppin sets three-pointer. That's good. Obi Toppin with his first three-pointer. Back to 14. But again, no Halliburton for the rest of the way. Pacers did a good job overcoming a 16-point deficit earlier. They cut it to 2. And then Tatum came alive. White stumbles a bit, now drives. The one-handed push shot is good. 21 for Derek White. Smith gets it down low. Stripped and stolen by White. As we're past the midway point here in the fourth quarter. And Nimhard overly aggressive on his ball denial. He'll pick up his fourth, and we check in with Lisa.
Yeah, Mike, Tyrese Halliburton back in the Pacers locker room. He will not return. We're told that he's back with the training staff. They're calling it a left leg soreness. Again, he is done for the night.
All right, Lisa. And that's obviously devastating for tonight. Just think ahead. Again, there's only one day off in between games throughout these conference finals. We're trying to look for where he may have gotten hurt. It's hard to find any spot. Turner right now on the bench. Jaylen Brown with 37 points. McDermott up top. Colby Toppin, good smooth looking jumper, easy to come home. Toppin, a much improved jump shooter since his time in New York. This is his first year in Indiana.
And how smooth does it look? The opportunities had to get into his jump shooting off the bounce, Mike.
A great college player at Dayton. Change of scenery was a good thing for him here in Indiana. Brown fires away off the mark. Holiday the rebound, kicks it back out. Tatum, three-pointer, it's good. Jason Tatum now with 20, and the lead is 19. And another corner crash for the Boston Celtics that leads to a three. Shepard comes right back, gets hit, banks it home. They can get all 3 points back. But it's 113-96 with 4:51 to play.
This is giving your players freedom to make basketball plays. Drew Holiday is a guard in the weak side corner. Gets the rebound, and again, the best time to shoot a three is off of those offensive rebounds.
All year, Drew and Peyton Pritchard have been outstanding corner crashers for the Boston Celtics.
Drew Holiday, 15 points, 10 assists. It just night after night makes plays that impact winning. Last 4 years, he has the highest winning percentage of any player in the NBA. Brown against McDermott. Crossover. Drive. Shot blocked by McDermott. It's defensive play. Smith tried to save it. And it was off the foot of Derek White. Isaiah Jackson's going to come back in. There's Jaylen Brown. Not just 26 points, had the big three-pointer. Also had the big ball denial to force the turnover that led to the three-pointer. What does he do for an encore? 37.
His foot, it'll be Boston ball. There was possession just prior to that by Smith, who scooped the ball back into play. Therefore, the shot clock will be reset to 24. Game clock 4:33. Boston's out of challenges.
Tatum sets, fires off the mark. Walker tried to save it. Hauser right there. Brown had it knocked away. Jalen Smith. So as we get 4 minutes remaining, a comfortable lead for these Celtics. Quite the difference from game one. Smith misses. Jackson trying to tip it to himself and does. Turner, Nimhard, Neesmith, and obviously Halliburton all out right now. This is Pascal Siakam. Well, in game one, the Pacers felt we gave it away. It's a tough pill to swallow, but they were confident coming back. Here tonight in game two, the Celtics took this one away, knocks that one down. And you certainly wonder about the emotional turnaround in 48 hours to have game one within grasp and a couple late turnovers, a ridiculous Jaylen Brown shot, so close to getting one on the road. The series can come down to just a couple plays. Certainly those turnovers hurt. But this shot from Jaylen Brown was ridiculous, Doris.
Was. But I think you make a great point, because in addition to the heartbreak, it played a tough 7-game series, the emotional win on the road.
Siakam was brilliant as he led them after being down 16 to cut it to 2. The Celtics are going to end that streak of losing in games 2. They lost game 2, first round against Miami, second round against Cleveland, but taking care of business. Xavier Tillman just checks in. Brissett stays in.
The biggest news, obviously, is Halliburton. What's his health? Because as you said, Mike, it's 1 day's rest. But don't believe for a second this team is going to go away if they're healthy, because they've been down 0-2 before to the New York Knicks. One shot obviously changes the complexion of the series, but this has been a gritty, resilient Indiana team.
And Halliburton's he's been banged up a lot. He's had back spasms, he's had an ankle injury. I'm just talking in the playoffs. We hope the left leg injury is nuts. Tatum backs it all out of foul. Celtics putting some finishing touches. There's still 2:55 remaining. Rick Carlisle has emptied his bench, and the lead is 15.
There are times against any matchup, and Jalen Smith is a bigger player. There are times against any matchup where Jason Tatum could just outmuscle you. He has so much strength finishing in the paint.
So under the 3-minute mark. Nice feed inside. McDermott floats it up. Randall Brown with a nice pass. You know, many nights, a 14-point game with 2.5 to 3 minutes is not safe in the NBA. Especially a Pacer team that scores more than anybody in the league. And all their starters are out. Tatum operating, spins into a double team, bad decision. Here comes Walker. Walker to Brown, fumbled it, and lost it. For a set. Who played some 10 minutes in the first half, with Luke Cornett going out with an injury. As we hit the 2-minute mark. Pacers led by 2 after the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, Celtics scored the first 17 points of the period. Brown knocks it down. He's got 40. What a way to top off a magnificent night for Jaylen Brown. That ties his playoff career high. Inside Jackson, lays it up and in. JJ, being around NBA players your whole life, Brown not making the All-NBA team. You know that's something that he wanted. He's made it before. That's something that you think maybe in his head motivating him tonight. He cares more about winning. He just wants to win a title. But
well, Mike, I want to clarify one thing. I've not been around NBA players all of my life. Just half my life. And I voted for Jaylen Brown for All-NBA. Put it on record.
Playoffs. The last several years, they've been dynamite. So, Stephen Fowler able to knock that down, and the crowd responding. A 20-point lead for the Boston Celtics. They have had a 20-point lead counting playoffs, and the entire regular season, 82 games. They have had a 20-point lead in half of their games. That's an incredible stat.
It is an incredible stat. They're excellent on both sides of the ball, and when you shoot 42 threes a game, right, you're creating a mathematical advantage night to night. So not surprised at that stat at all.
Don't start sounding like Joe Mazzulla. It's a math equation.
Well, most in an East Finals game in Celtic history, the great Sam Jones with 47, Rondo 44. Brown in the 40-point club now. As Jalen Smith knocks down a three-pointer. And the Celtics will bring it up. So Jalen Brown hits the big shot in game one to force the overtime. Makes the big defensive play to help force the overtime. And then throws up 40 points. Here in game two, the Boston Celtics will take a 2-0 lead. The Pacers will go back home where they've been so good, but the status of their all-star point guard in question right now. They take the 24-second violation. Siakam had an unbelievable stretch, 28 points, 13 of 17 from the field, but not enough. Boston up 2-0 here in these Eastern Conference Finals. Dominant second half. They shoot 53% from the field, 40% from three. And Jalen Brown with a masterpiece. Well, the Pacers have one in game one, an inbound pass away from securing a spectacular win. And as we said, the momentum in the series can shift so quickly. Jalen Brown making sure it was 2-0 with this performance here tonight. He's with Lisa.
Jalen, you had the big three-pointer in game one, 40 points tonight. Just what's feeling good with your game right now this year?
It's whatever it takes. It's the playoffs, man. Whatever it takes to get a W on defense and offense, that's what I'm going to do.
When Jason is having a quiet scoring night like he was early, how does that affect your mindset?
It don't affect me at all. I just come out and play aggressive. We try to take advantage of every read. I try to get my teammates going, but be aggressive every time I got it.
You were talking to me earlier about intensity. What was different about the team's intensity level tonight that they just were not able to match this time?
I think we adjusted a little bit better game two. And I still think we can play a little bit better, so we're looking forward to doing that in game three.
To Indy up 2-0, you've talked about staying even-keeled throughout the playoffs, despite the ups and the downs. How do you do that going into games 3 and 4 and keep it rolling there?
Just managing your emotions. That's it. That's what it's all about. We got to weather every storm, handle our adversity the best we can, and then come out and play Celtic basketball.
Thank you, Jalen. Good luck the rest of the way. Mike?
All right, Lisa. Well, I asked Joe Mazzulla, what's the one thing, there's many, but what's the one thing you really admire about Jalen Brown? He said he's got great balance between confidence and humility. And his ability to handle the big moments and the rough moments with the proper perspective has always been impressive since he first came into the league.
That's called emotional intelligence. And Jalen Brown has that in spades. You cannot become as great of a player as him without a high level of confidence.
Drew Holiday, another good game as well. Boston dominates down the stretch. Final score, Celtics 126 and the Pacers 110. SportsCenter's coming up next. And of course, we'll see you Saturday on ABC. Game 3 at 8:30 Eastern from Indianapolis. Our producer, Tim Corrigan, director Mike Schwab, our wonderful ESPN crew, Doris, JJ, and Lisa. Mike Green saying good night from Boston. SportsCenter next on ESPN.